Dear student, today we are going to discuss the new lesson for you, probability, right? In grade 7, did you remember that you are studied the lesson, the likelihood of a event, right? Furthermore, we are studying the probability related to that lesson. That is the high step of the likelihood of the event is a probability. The definition for the probability is simply say that the likelihood of an event, right? Did you remember that we studied the different type of events in the surrounding? Our surrounding, always we face different types of events, right? Sunrise, moonrise, rainy, traveling, right? Different type of events we face to in the society or in the surrounding environment. That events we can divide in mathematically, that events we can divide into three categories. Definitely occurring events, non-definitely occurring events, and random events. Definitely occurring, actually it happened. Actually it happened. That is the universal truth. It's not be changed. Actually it happened. Right? We call that definitely occurring events. For example, sun is rising east. Definite occurring event. Next one is non-definitely occurring event. Sun is rising west. It can't be, right? Never. किसी दवसක සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Other one is random event. Random means it may be or may not be. We can't express idea in presently about the future. අනාගතයේ සිදුවෙන එක ගැන අපට කියව නොහැක. හරි? Right? Cricket match එකෙන් හරි Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. We can't to tell before the match. Match එකට ඉස්සරින් අපිට කියන්න බෑ. Sri Lanka may be win, Pakistan may be win. That is the random. In a race, there are 5 runners are there. We can't tell. Definitely, we can't tell who take the first place. That is the random event, right? Random event. The result of random event we can actually express after the what happened. Before happening, we can't tell. Right? Definitely occurring, non-definitely occurring, and random. Right? In the probability, we are going to give in the numerical value for these 3 types of events. We are going to give the numerical values. First one is definitely, next one is non-definitely, other one is random. Definitely occurring කියන එකට අපි numerical value එකක් දෙනවා 1. හරි? Definitely occurring වෙනවම තමයි. Other one is non-definitely occurring. හරි? ඒක වෙන්නේ නෑම තමයි 0. Right? Next one තව එකක් මම දෙනවා random එක. හරි? වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් නොවෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Can be or cannot. The numerical value is 1/2. හරි? එක්කෝ එයා එන්නත් පුළුවන් නොවෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරි? Yes, we can't tell it definitely. Therefore, we give the numerical value as a half. Right? Remember these things. Right? 1 definitely occurring, non-definitely occurring 0, random is half. Right. Now we are going to study another thing. Right? Another things. I think this is understand. Right? The simple things of the probability. Yes. Now you know that there are different type of events of the surrounding. Right. Now we are going to study the subtopic success of fraction. Right? Success of fraction. Now we are going to study success of fraction. Right. Other name we call that ratio of frequency. Ratio of frequency. Reason of frequency, right? Success of fraction or ratio of frequency. The success of fraction or ratio of frequency, we can calculate. This is right. We can calculate by using this equation. The number of times the event occurred times the one sentence event occurred. Right above the line. Below the line, that we divide the total number of trial. The number of times the event occurred and the total number of trials. Right? This is a wording here, trials. When we talk about the trial, as well as we want to explain a word related to the probability, experiment. You know that the meaning of the experiment, no? In science, you are doing some experiments, pariksha, right? The result will be given by the experiment. The result will be given by the what? Trial, right? According to the experiment, we want to find the success of fraction. After finding the success of fraction or ratio of frequency, we want to take the decision, right? What I say there, probability we are using for the take decisions. The mostly we are used to decision making process, right? When we consider in the COVID-19, you know that the experiments are there, random experiments are there. In a selected group of peoples, we take the PCR. After examining the PCR, we can find how many persons are positive in PCR. Therefore, the government or health authority take decisions, right? If there is, according to the random test, according to the trial, according to the experiment, there was most or more or right number of positive cases for the PCR, the government or the authorities decide to isolate or quarantine or close the schools or any decisions. Therefore, probability is the important things to make a decision by a experiment. පරීක්ෂණ කරලා trial කරලා ඒකෙන් එන ප්‍රතිඵල දිහා බලලා decision making අරගන්න එක probability එකේ වැඩ. Therefore, ඒකට we want to find the success of fraction සාර්ථකත්වයේ හරි fraction එක සාර්ථකත්වයේ කොටස භාගය අපිට හොයන්න වෙනවා. Right? The number of times the event occurred, the total number of trials. Right? For example, I will clean the board. Example, I did like this, right? Like this. The unbiased tetrahedron, you know that, unbiased. What is the unbiased means? පැත්තකට ඇලවෙලා බර වෙලා නැති the tetrahedron. There is a 4 faces, no? In a tetrahedron. Tetrahedron में 4 faces are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. Right? Unbiased tetrahedron it's mark the base, right? It mark the base as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 කියලා base එක mark කරලා තියෙනවා. Mark the base as 1, 2 and 3, 4, right? Number. It's tossed in a 40 times. Let me try it. 1, එකපාරක් උඩ දාන්න. 2, another time. 3, another time. 4, another time. Tossed by a student for the experiment, for the trial. බලලා he's marked the mark කරගන්නවා. Number 1 කී පාරක් වැටුණාද මේ 40 times වලදී? Number 2 key පාරක් වැටුණාද මේ 40 times වලදී? Number 3 key පාරක් වැටුණාද 40 times වලදී? Right? එහෙනම් right. මම මේ පැත්තෙන් ලියා ගන්නවා number of time it occurred. Number of time it's occurred. Right. Number of time it's occurred. Yes. According to the experiment, 1, 8 time, 2, 11 time, 3, 10 time, right? Next, 4, 11 time. 11 time. 11 time. Now, right, number of time occurs, right? I will, right? Number of time occurred. Now we want to find the success of fraction, right? Success of fraction we want to find. We want to find the success of fraction. Now you can understand the exercise. The tetrahedrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark in the 4 places. Right? Toss 40 times. The result will be given. 1 is අපිට pace එක වැටුණා 1 මෙහෙම කියලා අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් වුණා pace එක 8 times, 2 11 times, 3 10 times and 4 11 times. Next, we want to find the ratio of frequent, right? Success of fraction. How we find it? Right? How we find it? Right. Above the line, What happened? Event occurred. How much in this event occurred? 8. How many trials are there? Trials are 40 trials. Right? For this one. 40 trials. 40 trials. Exercise එකේ trials දීලා තිබ්බේ නැත්නම් if it is not mentioned the trials in the in the exercise, you want to add this column. You want to add this column. Add this column. Next, the success of fraction is actual 11, right? Trial 4. Actual 11, trial 4. Next one, actual 10, other one is trial 4. Next one, right? Next one, actual 11, trial 4. This is the fraction of success. This is the fraction of success. Fraction of success. Right? This is the fraction of success. As well as it can as a present as a decimal value. Furthermore, after that we can give as a decimal value, right? We can give it a present as a decimal value. You know that now, right? 8 upon 40, right? Now we want to decimal value. Find the decimal value, no? We want to find decimal value, right? 8, 40, decimal value. 0, equal to 0, 40, right? 0, balance is 8. Simply I will divide for your convenience, right? Next, take the 0. When we take the 0, we put the decimal points. 2, 44 the decimal, right? 80, 0, right? As a decimal, we can express as a 0.2. 0.2. That as a decimal. Next one, right? You can divide this one. Next one, 10 upon 40, right? You know that, right? 0.2, right? 5. 0.25, right? Like that, right? You want to find this. You want to also find this, right? That is, we call that success of fraction. That is, we call that success of fraction. By using this diagram, this one, we can ask the questions like this, right? Right. First question I will ask that like this. Find the experimental probability of getting the number 2. Getting the number 2. Ask the question, experimental probability getting the number 2. What is the experiment probability getting the number 2? Right? Getting the number 2, 11 upon 40. Getting the number 11 upon, right, 40. Next one. Another question can be asked like this. Find the experimental probability of getting an even numbers. What is the experiment probability given an even number? Right? See here, 2 is the even number. 4 is the even number. Right? What is the probability? Right? What is the probability? Even number, right? These two fraction we should be add. These two fraction we should be add, right? Even numbers, right? This is the even numbers, right? 2 is the even number. The fraction of success 11 upon 40 plus other even number is 4. 11 upon 40 Therefore 22 upon 40. 22 upon 40 is the answer. Next one. Another question I will ask that, right? Find the experimental probability to getting the prime number. To getting the prime number. What are the prime number in this? Right? This one is prime. This number is prime. This number is prime. What is the prime number? Right? Did you remember that prime number is the number it can divide by 1 and its own without remaining. Without remaining. 1 and its own without remaining. Right. The experimental probability of these prime numbers are, right, 8 upon 40 plus 11 upon 40 plus, next one 10 upon 40. 10 upon 40 equal 29 upon 40. That is the way you can find the success of fraction. That's the way you can find the success of fraction. Right? Success of fraction. Yes. Next. Right. You are clear this one? I will clean and next go to the last session of this lesson. That is we call that theoretical probability. Theoretical probability. Theoretical probability. Theoretical probability. Theoretical probability. Right. What is the meaning of theoretical probability? Now, in a success of fraction, we discussed that the special events, right? But it's not be a combined events, only one event. We are discussing only one event. Toss the toss the coins, toss the next we are toss the die, next toss the tetrahedron die, like this. In a theoretical probability, right, we are discuss the events combined with get together. Combined with get together. Event එකක් තියෙනවා, තවත් event එකක් තියෙනවා. Both events are combined get together. Right? Combined get together. And for example, in the production process, right? I said that it's on to the what? To decision making, no? As a production process. Production process එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ production process එකේදී හරි events දෙකක් සිද්ධ වෙනවා. For example එකකට කිව්වොත් in a garment factory එක shirt එකක් මානකොට there are two events we can cutting department එකේ රෙදි ටික කපලා ගන්න එක events එකක්. ඊට පස්සේ තව ඉස්සරහට මේක මහගෙන යන එක events එකක්. හරි මේ events එකට එකතු කරනවා. එකතු කරලා තමයි shirt එක product වෙන්නේ. හරි මම කියව දේ somewhat complex වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. තාම factory එක වැඩක් දන්නේ නැති product date no. Yes. හරි however අපි කතා කරනවා සමජාතීය ඒවා දෙකක් හෝ කීපයක් එකතු වෙලා ඒකේ probability එක වන්නේ. හරි ගානක් විදියට example එකක් කියන්නම්කෝ. මල්ලක් තියෙනවා. There is a bag. In that bag there are 15 bubbles, right? Bubbles. There are 15 bubbles with 3 in red, 5 in blue, others are white, right? Then that is the same Bubbles are there, but different colors. Right? There are events are collect to get together. Events event. Right? In that events, right? In that events, we want to find the probability. Here are events so that probability. That is, we call that theoretical probability. By using this method, by using this equation, you can find the theoretical probability. Right? Like this. Number of outcomes actually occurred. Number of outcomes actually occurred divided by number of outcomes actually occurred divided by total number of number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes. Right? Number of outcomes actually occurred, total number of possible outcomes. Right. I will discuss an example. Right? An unbiased die. There is an unbiased die with its pace marked from 1 to 6. Right? Pace marked from 1 to 6. It rolled, find the probability of each of the following events. My events keep up here. In that events, shall we check that? There is a die. Right? You know that this is a pair die. Right? Pair die. You know that there are 6 places are there. Paces are there. Not places. Paces are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are marked as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we are toss one time. Toss or roll the one time. Roll. My question is, what is the probability to getting 5 as pace? Right. My question is, what is the probability to getting 5 as a pace? Roll කරපුවාම 5. Pace එක පැත්තට අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් පැත්තට වැටෙන්න පුළුවන් probability එක කීයද? Right. Total number of possible outcomes කීයද? 6. Total number of possible outcomes are 6. Actual outcome 1. 5 වැටෙන්න පුළුවන් එකම එක අවස්ථාවයි මොකද 5 එක පැත්තක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. Possible outcome. Right. Next, my question is, what is the possible probability to getting even numbers as pace? What is the possibility? Probability or possibility? Getting the even number as a pace. How many even numbers are there? Right? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 are the even numbers. Now, right? how many total outcomes? Total outcomes ටික කියලා කියන්නේ මේ කැටේ තියෙන පැති ගානනේ වෙන්න පුළුවන් සිද්ධි 6යි තියෙන්නේ. වෙන්න තියෙන සිද්ධි 6යි තියෙන්නේ. Total outcome is 6. Total outcome is 6. Actual outcome කීයක් තියෙනවද? හරි. මේක උඩ දාපුවාම events number ගැන හිතුවොත් 2 වැටෙන්න පුළුවන්, 4 වැටෙන්න පුළුවන්, 6 වැටෙන්න පුළුවන්, එකකින් එකක්වත් වැටෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, මොනවා හරි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Actual, how many actual outcomes? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. එහෙනම් how many actual outcomes? 3, no? 3. 6 upon 3. Actual outcomes are 6 upon 3. Right? That is, we call that theoretical probability. It's same to success of fraction, but the equation of the success of fraction is, we consider the event occurring. Event occurring. Right? Below the line, total events. Above the line, actual events. In the theoretical probability, we are consider about the outcomes. We are consider about the outcomes. Actual outcome, right? Possible outcome. Other one is possible outcome. Right. I think that is enough to explanation for you. I will discuss some examples and theoretical background of the possibility as a total summary. In my video also you have the lesson notes and exercises. You can follow the exercises and you can develop your knowledge of this probability. And yes, furthermore, if you want to details, you can contact me. Okay, thank you.